It's time to take on one more. Let's head in and see what is left. We have Shinryu here. Shinryu unlocks when you have captured at least 2 of every underwater fiend in Mount Gagazet. There aren't too many of them, so it's pretty easy to get. Obviously, this will unlock by the time you get Ultima Buster, so 2 of every underwater fiend in Mount Gagazet. For doing that, you get 30 Mega Elixirs. Let's head in. This is going to be a little bit of a weird fight. I'll show you when we get inside. Let's take on Shinryu. It's fought underwater, so your party is already determined for yourself. You have to have Tidus, Waka, and Riku. I had Kamari in the party. Did not matter. We're going to start this fight with Hastega. This also is a somewhat cheap fight. It doesn't have that much HP considering what we have been taking on previously, so if you really want to have an easy time, Waka's attack reels, I think twice will do it. But the key to victory for me is going to be quick hit. Even though he counters. But he doesn't counter for much because of my stats. Having a high amount of stats in this fight is super helpful. Because then he does less than 1,000 damage every time. And of course, doing max damage to him is very helpful as well. But there is still a trick to this fight. He's got a trick up his sleeve that I kind of find a little unfair. I'm gonna heal anyway. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and heal. Just to be on the safe side. He does have a trick, and it doesn't necessarily use health, but let's be on the safe side here. And you go ahead and defend, and we'll see if he does it. He will use Eraser. That's the thing that I don't want him to use. Alright, just physical attack. Alright, fine, no problem. If he uses Eraser, it literally erases you from battle. It inflicts Petrify. And this particular Petrify goes through any sort of ribbon or stone proof. And of course, since you're underwater, I think I've brought this up before, but if I haven't, I'm bringing it up now. If you get petrified underwater, you're removed from battle. That's it. There's no waiting for him to hit you or something. No, you pretty much dissolve underwater because you're made of stone. And then you just don't have that party member anymore. Now, he won't do this if you're down to your last party member, but he can effectively remove 2 of your party members with 2 attacks. And that's not necessarily fair. Then again, I have max stats. Who am I to complain about fair? Let's keep on hitting him a few times. I have Waka on Comrade. I should have switched him over to Warrior, but we're not going to use his overdrive because it's something that makes this fight way too easy. Just way too easy if you let it. So, quick hit to victory. He's finally getting a turn on screen again. I feel like we're going to get close here. We're getting close to where I need to be to win. Can I quick hit? Alright, now we're going to have to heal then. He does have a move that does inflict possibly a lot of damage, so I do want to be on the lookout for that. It's not his trick, but it can still be quite devastating. So we will heal in preparation in case he uses it. We'll see how much damage he does if he does it. This is it, Shining. Alright, never mind. Literally less than 100 per attack. It only attacks 8 times as well. So So much for preparing for that. This guy is easier than I thought. That's proving to be the case a lot now that I have max, well, strength defense and magic defense. I feel a little overpowered, don't get me wrong, but these guys are the hardest guys in the game, at least in the original version. So down goes Shinryu, and we get 50,000 AP for that. The common steel, once again, Gambler Spirit, rare steel, 3 stars. There's easier ways to get it, though. So let's see if I get a good drop from him. Wings to Discovery. Not bad. Obviously, that's the common one. The rare one is the Dark Matter. I got a golden hand from him. I don't really care about weapons or armor from him. The weapons have double AP. The armor have auto med, which can be nice, but honestly, most of the time, I'd rather use Asuna. I'm scared. I do have some hesitations going into this one, as hard as that might be to believe. I'm actually thinking that I'm underleveled for this one, so we're gonna try to head in. We're gonna talk to this guy, because talking to him is going to be important this time. I've done it! I've created a monster! What have I done since then? Well, I've done a little bit of work, but ultimately what caused this to happen is me defeating Shinryu. This is a fabulous day. Come on, kiddo, help me celebrate. And I got 10 Master Spheres. Want to take a swing at it? The first fight's free. In fact, I do. So, what we're going to be up against is called Nemesis. In order to unlock Nemesis, you have to capture 10 of every fiend. You have to defeat all of the area conquest monsters, all of the species conquest monsters, and all of the other original species monsters. For doing this, you get 10 Master Spheres and a chance to witness your own death. Bring it on! So this is Nemesis. Nemesis is strong. We're going to start with a Hastega. That's where we're going to start. That just makes sense to me. So, attack reels are in order. This guy does have a ton of HP. An absolute ton. I've gotten a little better, at least more reliable at getting that done. So, he absorbs all elements. That does help, but he counters with Ultima. A strong Ultima. That one hurt. So, let's cure. There's no way around it. He's strong. Let's see what his attack is going to be. He goes for a physical attack. His physical attack is strong. Full life, please. And then a haste, please. Now, if you're not playing the international versions, this is actually a little bit easier for you, because the general strategy here is quick hit. But in this version, quick hit's actually been nerfed. It still feels overpowered, right? But it's been nerfed. It doesn't actually give you as much of a speed boost as it did in the original PlayStation 2 versions of the game. I haven't brought it up before because it wasn't a big deal until you're up against Nemesis. Let's hit him with a quick hit. Notice that he does not counter that. Another quick hit, please. He counters special attacks. So, quick hit does not count. Mug does not count. Steal does, strangely. So if you're trying to steal from him, Mug. Otherwise, he counters. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and heal, just in case bad things happen. When bad things happen. Ethereal Cannon. All right, so bad things have happened. I keep on trying to haste him. He does get a turn in. But in the meantime, we can keep going for quick hit. I was hoping that he would hit somebody else so that Waka would get his overdrive charged, but that's not really happening right now. Now, after this turn, I do need to be really concerned because we haven't seen his big attack yet, and it takes a while to charge it up. There's a whole math equation to go into it, but I think that after this turn here, I'm gonna need to worry about it. Here comes Ultra Spark. Hits everybody for a ton of damage. So much for being concerned. Being concerned about his big attack. That was one of his normal attacks. Well, you lost. Guess you're just not up to scratch. All right, so that's one strategy. It didn't work out as well as I would like. So we're going to head in and we're going to go straight into another fight. I'm going to do this one more time, see if I can do it. Here's Nemesis. He's by himself, 25,000 gil. Let's do this. I don't have Waka fully charged up. Oh, and I'm ambushed. Lovely. Down goes Waka. Of course it was Waka. He knows who does the most damage. Can we get a Hastega in? That would be nice. Jeez. Alright. Quick hit. By the way, if you mug from him, his common steel is a level 4 key sphere, if you still need those. The rare steel, warp sphere. Useful, don't get me wrong, but by the time you're up against Nemesis, are you really messing around with the sphere grid all that much? I am, but I'm dying. So, there you go. Quick hit. Ultra Spark off the bat. Like, I didn't even get a chance to show off the other strategy. He just went straight into it. Ugh, jeez. Ultra Spark inflicts poison, curse, slow, and power break for the record. Jeez, he did not give me a chance here.